Welcome back, everybody. Today we have a good hero and an awkward lobby. We have chat chooses the hero once again, but chat was merciful. They gave an Omu as a hero, and Omu, well, Omu does what she does. Levels quickly, has huge blowout potential. Well, what happens when you get early blood gems, but you don't find a way to use them? You don't find the early ground shaker. You don't find the early agam. You just have blood gems. What do you do? Well, we just pieced together a weird ass comp using agamagan to get a little bit extra value off the blood gems, put them on a bunch of units, and then try to, over time, move those blood gems over to premium units. It's not a clean victory. It's not a like, wow, let's just go to 6 and blow out the lobby. But those games aren't interesting. I don't usually put those games on YouTube because, well, you can look anywhere for those. Wow, we hit all the high roll stuff, therefore we blew out the lobby. Yeah, they're fun from time to time, but they're not the most interesting, right? What happens when you just don't have the direction? You have some of it, you just can't find all of it, and you have to make critical decisions. That's where I find it fun. Alright, this is one of those games. Alright, enjoy. What? I want these. You want a level? Alright, whatever. Doesn't matter. We'll level. Like, I'm not buying these garbage things. Yo, Sub-Zero, my brother. Thank you for the resub. The 11 months. We're almost to a year, guys. Now, to be fair, it is a year as of the time when somebody subscribes at 13 months, right? Because, you know, you subscribe on day 1 of the month. Though, my stream anniversary is, what, September 2nd? September 3rd? So we have to plan something a little more special for that. What's up, Dragos? Lada? How you guys doing? Streamiversary. What a weird concept. Get him in focus. Hopefully you're doing well, Sub-Zero. I know you've been busy as of late. This is a good one. But we've made this comment, what, 100 times? If you're power leveling, you don't play for synergy, you don't play for pair gaming, you play for max power. Because you're not going to line up triples. So when you look at these 3 minions, you could say, oh, this thing at least gives you a free roll. It could maybe be a 4-star next turn, but this thing does 1 damage on average. This does 4. It's kind of a no-brainer, right? And of these things, which is the most permanent? This thing for sure. Somebody either A... Oh, he's not AFK because he uses his hero power. He just missed an early token. Took an Acolyte. Then took something else on 1. Poor guy. It's good to hear you're doing well, Sub-Zero. I'm sure we'll talk. Gonna need a balloon. Just 1 balloon. This sad, solitary balloon in the background. Yay. 1. Oh no, we took 2 damage, guys. How will we ever live? He's on 1, we're on 3. And, I will always love you. No, the game gave us a Divine Shield. We don't really play for anything else. We play probably 1 turn on 4, then go to 5. But we're on 4 on turn 5. Like, this is what Omu wants to do, right? It wasn't a perfect early curve. We didn't exactly get great minions. We're obviously behind on tempo because we chose to level aggressively, but it's a very reasonable state to be in by this point in the game. We don't know anything about what he did other than triple into a 4. Nothing crazy there. What a terrible thing for him to triple into for us. That's a bad beat right there. Well, we're gonna take 1,000,000. Too bad we hit right. I guess that's okay, isn't it? Nice. Nice, 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 nice. We cleaned up nicely. We took 6. He got a golden acolyte and then into a security rover. That's a murder board in the mid game if I've ever seen one. Monka, Well, seems like we're gonna want to leverage this now, huh? How many blood gems do we want to use this turn versus next turn? He tripled once into a 4 or into a 5-star. We should get a blood gem back from this. So assuming we don't get a blood gem from any units next turn and we want level to 5. Then how do we do this? Use one more right now. We assume this is good enough to get by the turn. I don't know, it feels good enough to me. Turn 6 after all. Look at the power we have on the board. I want to keep all 3 so that we can level to 5 aggressively and feel safe. Basically, we have to be stronger on one of 2 turns. This turn or next turn, and I think this is enough power for this turn. That's my read, is this is enough power for this turn. Is it a good read? Looks to be. Looks like it. It's your stream anniversary, one solitary sad balloon. That's what I'm picturing. That right there. I'll take it. 1, 2, 3. Any reason to keep one back? Nah, we're gonna get pretty much minimally 3 blood gems right here. Feels good, man. Like that's it's a pretty strong way to level to 4 or level to 5. Hold all those blood gems back and then just use them all in level to 5. We get another win, and then we get to play the game from here. We have a pair of a premium minion. You might not think Thorncaller is a premium minion, but Thorncaller in triple form is a generator. Unfortunately, we don't have macaws, so we can't really play for the Agam Macaw Thorncaller line. But we don't have Agam either, so like, let's be real. What are we really trying to do there? How's your day? Our demonic deception. It's pretty good. Life is good. I woke up a little groggy today. Spent some time working on some shit, and then get to stream time, and we're here. Life is good. At the very least, it's not bad, and that I can take. Life is not bad. Interesting. Is there ever a world where we get another bonker hit? No. Too few hits, right? Even with the full Void Lord. The annoying part is these things don't die unless they get hit. These guys. No. These guys. Alright, this game sucks. We can do 1,000,000 damage to him, but we don't get our blood gems. Life doesn't suck. This feels a little meh. And again, we don't exactly have anything else to put in that position. Oh, baby. That's a triple. Also have another Divine Shield. Flat Tusk. Alright, we can be greedier then. If we have Flat Tusk, we don't go for like Bolvar or whatever. We look for something like that. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Such an appropriate quote for this patch. Yeah, I'm just gonna use them all because why the fuck wouldn't I? If there's ever been an appropriate patch for that, the babe quote. You with the 6? Yeah, with 3 triples. I don't give a shit. Like, that could be anything. Scary. That'll do, pig. That'll do. At least we one-shot the Imp Mama. Close. Very close. Three triples is not a time to greed. Nah, not greeting that one. Pass. Alright. Obviously, Agam is kind of the shit. We can just play for Divine Shields, too. Is that ever a triple that we take? We're not gonna do it this turn. It basically spends the entire turn and 6 gold, 7 if you count the roll, to generate 2 blood gems and a 6-star. The only 6-star we really want would be Charlie, right? And even that is pretty sus here. It feels too expensive. Too expensive for my blood. Like, you don't even get a minion off of it, right? That you keep on the board. It's quite literally 7 gold to generate 2 blood gems and a 6-star. Would you want another Flat Tusk? Probably not. I mean, like, it's fine, but we can find things on 5 that are better than Flat Tusk. You're talking about, like, a small value, possibly. That's what that equates to, is there is a chance that might be useful to us. That's probably not enough. And we're not going to go to 6, right? Even as Omu. In this kind of game, we're more incentivized to play for Divine Shields and or Agam here. Alright, Divine Shields isn't great when this guy's showing demons and this guy's showing demons. Like, we really need Agam. Everything else is kind of meh. 8 cards in hand. There's a triple boar. We're at 3, so we have to use one of these. I guess we don't. Whatever. I'm gonna do it anyway because we're gonna cycle through, which means we have to. No. Duo's good, but it's not good here. We probably need to just hard roll Agam at this point. Otherwise we lose to this guy. Like, we should be able to beat everybody else except for this guy. We need Necrolites and we need Agam. Like, we're just building one big minion off of Flat Tusk right now, and it's the only line we have. Which is kind of annoying, considering that we have all of these good things, but they all are just like, shoot for second place. Like, everything we have on this board is a second place line. It's not a build enough stats to beat the token demons, which is really annoying, right? Because token demons isn't usually a problem for you. As a cool board, this is the first Necrolite. I also have a cheap blood gem. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Faceless? Whatever, freeze for it. Alright, I'm doing this first. Even though I don't have the other blood gem on the board. Because I want to pull all these stats into a divine shield. And I probably don't care about Faceless, right? It's only useful for one minion, and that's Ground Shaker, and we'd have to sell Charlie for it. This really, it's still an Agam. Agam is still the play. This kind of fucks with this strat, right? Both of these guys can't really deal with big divine shields. We're starting to get enough stats on the board that we potentially win this lobby. But our big downside before was that we really just are susceptible to one poison, right? And this guy's gonna go... Oh, he hard swapped Ellie's. Uh-oh. We might be able to beat that. We'll see what happens. Turn 11 weak? I mean, kinda. Like, it's good against this. The problem is it's not good against what we know is going to be our final matchup. Like we were saying before, we've been given a lot of good stuff. The good stuff all aims for second place in this game, though. And we're trying to leverage the fact that we're far ahead to find a first place line. We need this game to end quicker. We need this guy to die and this guy to die, and that we get to hit that elemental before he gets way too big. Alright, we kill this guy. Good. Hopefully he dies too. Gross. Maybe Elemental's not that big then. He lost the round to a mech board. Like, we can beat this guy. This is the one that's bothering me. You ever take a Necrolite in anticipation for making another big thing later? I don't think so. I think we just go all in on stats for this turn. And the only way we do that is by finding a big hit. Suppose I should look at this, right? It is Poison Divine Shield. Okay, Bob. Now do I need to do anything? We just murder him? I was going to put the Spore on the board. Thanks, Rag. I'm Bob. Thanks, Rag. Now we just murder him, right? 3 adapts, Poison Divine Shield. No big deal. Could pull this back so we could try to do lethal damage. Yeah. I expected Big Gar, to be honest. He gave up token demons for this, trying to take first place, and he just didn't find enough stuff, realistically. Like, I get the line. You take token demons, you go to 6, you find the elementals, and you go, alright, we can high roll the lobby from here. Unfortunately for him, it cost him killing this guy. It actually cost him a rank. We have that conversation a lot, right? Do you transition out of your build for something that plays for first place, or do you just tempo the game out and take your easy second place? In this situation, he gave up almost a surefire second place because he would have murdered the mech board, right? As a token demon to take a shot for first, and we just put him down. Well, that's kind of interesting. Not for the turn, but like, you know, I see where this is going. Hi, yes. Get 3 more attack here. So this goes to 20. I'll probably use the bumper. Probably pull you to the back. Swap these positions. We really need to take a triple to make this effective. Or we need to drop Banner Boar eventually. Have enough blood gems that we drop this position. We'd use Ground Shaker to buff up something else. It's pretty tough to do, to actually like make this here. But we have these guys to sub in the last board. Spore plus Bristleback Knight. We might just win right here though. Let's be real. This is turn 13. Our board has 1,000,000 stats. If this board is not teched appropriately against us and actually has like poison, then he just loses. Or double Deflecto boards could do it. Nah. 1 Deflecto, and then the core of his build is just a worse version of our own build. I realize what I did here puts a lot of damage up front. Like we can lose the Amalgadon, we could lose the Ground Shaker, but honestly everything on our board is huge in terms of stars, so like we always lethal him. That was a really easy, clean game, wasn't it? We went to 5, we found a triple into a 6, and then nobody really stood in our way. We prepped to beat the first place guy, and he changed out of his build and basically made it so that we had no issue with him. I mean, I don't blame him for doing what he did. It makes sense. But it made it really easy for us. Like, that elemental board did not get there.